That man is Zero, the Crooked, the king of the ghetto. It's Houston Hip Hop Fix. Judge.
With Mr. Zero, Mo City to Don. Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
Good. Elevated.
You elevated. So let me tell you the first time I actually met you. You may not remember it, but I was 16, going to Willow Ridge. We went to Willow Ridge, and I was working at Frenchie's off of South Post Oak. You came in to get like a big red, a large fry, and I think a wing special. And I was like, I never seen you in person, but I knew your music, and I think it was your voice that kind of made me feel like you was Zero. And then I was looking at your arms and your tattoos, and I was like, wait a minute. I asked this stupid question, are you Zero? And he was like, yes, I am. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And that was like years ago. And then that made me really realize that you are actually Mo City Done. Like you live in your surroundings, and like what you rapping about, like it's still there. So like hearing something like that, how does that make you feel?
You see it all, just like I feel like what you just said, you did. It's still there. I mean, you know, everything. I mean, you know, ain't nothing going nowhere. So just cause I ain't doing that no more, that's still doing that. And I mean, you know, like you say, I do all my business where I'm from. I don't stay in Houston no more, but I mean, I still go to Mo City to do all my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Laundry, elevation, you know, whatever it is, you know, go get my car washed, you know, it's right there about where the French's was, or, you know, whatever it is, man. AutoZone right there, go kick it with the beer drinking on the side of the building, even though I don't drink it, but that's what's going on in my hood, and that's my hood, and so that's what that is.
That's what keep you Mo City Done.
Yeah.
Now, you recently just had a show on July 5th. Can you tell me how that went, and if you had like any surprise guests to come?
Oh, you talking about the Fitz Jams? I mean, you know, it ain't gonna never be no surprise with me, you know, because I don't be liking people no way. So when they, you know, ain't gonna be no surprise. I mean, it's just, you know, Mike D, he part of my show. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike D. His new stuff out, y'all can check him out too on iTunes. But I mean, yeah, it's just gonna be me and Mike D, and, you know, people from One Deep Entertainment. They ain't gonna really get 2 or 3 deep. They're gonna stay 1 deep.
1 deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I always looked at you. I didn't try to like box you in a certain situation, but I always looked at you as a rapper that also sung. But doing some research, you actually started off singing in a church. So what would you technically characterize yourself as?
Wrote because I ain't nothing like me out here. Because I'm a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All in one. Yeah, you know, Church of Christ, Shady Acres. You know, I started out listening to the music, listening to them sing and make the harmony. And I wanted to get down with that, so I did that for a little while. And that grew into some, you know, to some more things. You know, I love K-Reno mixed with a little Point Blank with some street military, some church, and some fuck all y'all. And, you know, I put out, you know, I rolled it up like a blunt. Just wrote the band.
Okay, now you mentioned Rotha. I was gonna ask you about that. That was influenced off of Luther Vandross, and you have Rotha of the Blues. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
Rotha Vandross sings the blues.
Rotha Vandross sings the blues. So, how's that project going on?
I mean, you know, it's cool. I mean, it's a whole singing thing. You know, it's something like Nate Dogg. You know, I mean, you ain't finna get no love music off of that old thing. I ain't finna tell nobody to hold hands.
No baby making music.
I mean, you know, you crazy if you do make a baby to it. I mean, I'm just saying, like you can make a ass whooping to it. Like it's gonna be me, but it ain't gonna be, you know, I ain't gonna have on no tight pants on there, nothing like that. It's gonna be me. I might be singing about whooping your ass on there, but I mean, or singing about what I might just, I'm high. I'm high. I sing that shit instead of rapping if I feel like it.
Okay, now speaking of whooping your ass, on your song Coming Down, you have a line on there where you say, I am the Floyd Mayweather of rap in Houston.
I am.
So what made you feel that way? Like, why you put that? Why did you say that?
Because, man, who hit harder than me?
Right.
I mean, I ain't talking down on nobody, I'm talking up on me. Who hit harder than me? I mean, come on, man. I'm all this. I mean, you got some people, you know, they're both child. Man, I got seasonal, whatever that shit, paprika, all that shit, y'all. Man, I got that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just telling the truth, shit. I mean, that's me. I'm him of this here. Like Hawk used to call me the total package, baby. So, I mean, I run with that because I do everything. I don't need you to make my beat. I don't need you to press no buttons to record. Like, matter of fact, everybody can get the fuck out the studio. That's how I like it. I'm everything.
Oh, so you the one-man show. I didn't know that.
Man, I'm a good dope store by myself. You feel me? That's why that shit was called crack and coke. It was a whole bunch of drugs for me. I wasn't doing that shit. I just was that shit. You feel me?
So how do you feel about the new talent in Houston?
It's cool. They got some shit out there that's cool. You know, everybody doing their thing. I mean, you know, you got Propane, Kirko, man, everybody rapping, man. I mean, everybody rapping, whether you know or you ain't. And I be hearing some nice music out there from a couple of cats. It's still a lot of garbage, but I mean, shit, for the most part, it's some shit that's jamming. And the shit that's jamming, if I think it's jamming, you're gonna see me fucking with them folks. If not, you're gonna see me shaking them. I call it a pivot. I'm gonna shake that hand and go the other way real quick. Yeah.
Just keep it real.
Got to.
So, what would you said like it's some good stuff out there and there's some bad stuff out there. And you've been in the rap game, well, not the rap game, but you've been in the game for so long, like for years you've been on the scene. What would you change about the game, and what would you like pinpoint and say, okay, as a culture we need to change this, or we need to work on, working on this. So what would you?
I mean, as far as music go, I probably wouldn't even say that because, ain't no two people got the same taste. I mean, there's some people would like to hear a nigga holler on, just holler. I ain't making no, nigga might just come on that beach and just say some ridiculous shit, but it's somebody out there that's gonna like that. Then you got some people, that jam K Reno, like me, he gonna give you something to mentally eat instead of trying to tell you, about the tats and the drugs and shit. And it's a whole lot of people like that shit. It's a whole lot of people like everybody's definition of real is some different shit. So I wouldn't even change nothing because whatever somebody's doing, it's gonna be a fan base that's gonna support that shit, even if they, got an acapella just, I don't know, nigga might whistle through the whole song. It's somebody that's gonna jam that shit. It's gonna be dumb than a motherfucker. But shit, nigga gonna fuck around and go gold out of that shit. Nigga just gonna be whistling in the strip club and shit, and nigga gonna be making money. And then some people gonna be like, man, y'all see these dumb motherfuckers in there doing this shit to this shit? But the nigga who did it, he gonna be sitting back on the boat talking about, man, them dumb motherfuckers paid me for that shit. But I mean, I wouldn't change nothing. I'd just keep being me. That's how I'm winning this shit.
Now, speaking of being you, New York Times defines you as one of America's most underrated rappers. Since that statement from New York Times, like everybody know about New York Times, has anything changed and progressed for you? Like, have you did anything different? Like, did people start reaching out more to you? Like, what happened after that? Because I know there had to be something big for you, from it to come from them.
Yeah, it was cool. But the only thing I changed was my business. Like, when you ain't got, I don't give a damn how good you are. If you got a bullshit ass nigga handling your business, I mean, shit, you only gonna be as good as this bullshit ass nigga allow you to be if you ain't being proactive. I wasn't being proactive, so it's some of my fault too. Sitting around waiting on this nigga to call for like, hey, I got something. Instead of calling and be like, say, man, look, we need to. I just had some thievery, and wrong representation. And I mean, I always been the same me. But as I start getting bigger, I was noticing like, okay, I can't keep fucking with him because he gon', you know, he got glue on his fingers, and you know, niggas ain't telling the truth, and you end up having to grab a nigga by the afro and you a bond, and you don't want to do all that. So you know, fire motherfuckers, hire motherfuckers, like it's some Donald Trump shit.
It's business.
It's yeah, with a D. It's business. It's business. Yeah, it's business because you fuck with my business, I'm gonna give you the business. Like for real. And
okay.
Sam know who I'm talking to.
Okay. Okay. Now.
Fucking with my business. I don't fuck up your business, boy. But we back to Christian time. Yes.
Hallelujah.
Church.
Now, you was with Rap-A-Lot for about 8 years, and then you decided to make your own label, King of the Ghetto. Now, how was it going from being under a label, being told what to do, to actually running your own label and being a boss? Like, how was that whole process?
Shit, more money, shit, like creative concept, creative control, you get that. Like it ain't somebody talking about, I mean, I wasn't gonna talk about nothing I ain't wanna talk about no way, but I mean shit. Nigga might want you to rap about wearing a dress or some shit. Nigga, I ain't finna, nigga.
It's not you at all. We know that.
I'm just saying that ain't me. But I mean, when you doing your own shit, I mean, shit, you set the times, you know, you ain't punching the clock no more. You can offer a clock for other motherfuckers to punch. And even though I don't do my shit like that, the way I got my shit set up is, you know, for everybody to, you know, get some bread. I don't want to be the nigga in the, you know, in the big car and these niggas on some swings behind me. I want everybody in a big car. So, I mean, it's better because, shit, you ain't got to be like, hey, man, I want to put my man on. I can just be like, I'm going to put my man on. And, you know, that shit feel better. And, I mean, that's basically it. It feels better to be able to do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do that shit. If I don't eat, shit, niggas gonna be hungry.
You better get to work.
Yeah. So, you know, everybody doing their own thing. Ain't gotta, you know, like, it ain't some, yeah, man, we depending on you. Like, nah, we doing shirts, we doing merch, we doing a whole bunch of shit. And each person got some different shit they do. So it ain't like, they go them niggas with the Roach Along gang is like, nah, Ro rap, he do this, he do that, they do that, and it's synergy, you know what I'm saying? It's the, you know, and if we choose to pool our resources for something that's cool, but we don't have to, because everybody the boss. Everybody the boss, and that's how it is. I don't want to be nobody's CEO, because I feel like if you a CEO, you got to fuck over somebody, so I don't want that job. I'd rather be like, yeah, man, we our co-O's in this bitch. I don't want to be your boss. You know, shit, be a part.
Because you got a big heart. Now, we're going to kind of shift a bit. You got a big heart, and recently you was kind of in some trouble because of your #1 fan. And landed you in jail, if I'm not mistaken. So can we clarify what actually went on and hear your side of the story about it?
Man, some bullshit went on. That's what went on, man. Bitch broke in there with some motherfucking fruit.
Wait, fruit you eat?
Grapes and shit. Like, ain't that motherfucker break in and come in with shit. Like, you know.
So where was you you was in the bedroom? Like, where was you when this happened?
I wasn't even there. I was doing something else elsewhere. And, you know, shit, I had to go see what, and, you know, when I opened the door, my cover on the floor moving like a motherfucker in the living room, man. Whoever this is, man, they finna get the bit, like I just said, with the D. They gonna get the business, man. And it turned out to be, man, this motherfucker had on, I mean, it ain't right, man, when your girdle is that dirty, man. Like, your girdle that dirty to where it's a dirtle. Like I said, man, that shit ain't cool, and you gonna just lay that shit on my floor. I don't even know you in this bitch talking about, man, you want to fuck and all this other shit, and you don't remember me. I'm your guy. Man, this nigga here on wet or something, man. I don't know what the fuck going on. I start hitting that whole combo. like how I was supposed to.
So you was protecting your home.
I was
She
whooping
was
that bitch
intruder.
ass. That's what I was doing. I was out I was whooping her ass. Cause that's what you supposed to do when somebody come in your mother. You supposed to really kill that motherfucking ass. You know, but I guess since I'm Vandross, you know, I go to jail.
So is everything with the whole situation is it taken care of? Are you still going to court?
Man, they not
behind
finna
it?
do shit to this bitch. They not finna, and what they gonna do, they gonna try to let that bitch come back to my house, and it's gonna be fucked up for the next time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's how they do this shit down there. They ain't even wanna charge this bitch with nothing.
For intruding in your house?
Talking about, cause my record's so fucked up. Who gonna believe that this bitch broke in my house? I'm like, shit, come on, man. That shit retarded, retarded before the fact.
How did you find out? Because you said you wasn't there. So how did you find out?
Shit, my phone, intruder alert. They ain't get up on your, I ain't gonna tell y'all. But yeah, when the phone go green, you got to split the scene. You feel me? And go see what's going down. For real. And when you get there, I'm telling you, you got to, you know, man, that bitch crazy, man. I don't even want to say nothing to re-incriminate myself on this bitch. But man, that bitch crazy, man. That's all I gotta say about that.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to upset you.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm Christian mode.
Christian mode. So,
Christian mode.
what you have coming up? Because from last year you had Summertime, and then you was working with Just Brittany. You had like a lot of singles out with and a lot of collaborations. So, can you tell us what you have coming up for this next year?
Well, shit, you know, first and foremost, me and Slim Thug, shout out to him. We got the King and the Boss. Yeah, I know that shit been coming forever like a motherfucker, but it's finally it's gonna, you know, it's finna do its thing. And they got this other shit out here, this the Crown shit, some bullshit. So I got this shit called Melts in the Crown. I'm finna drop, you know. And what else I got, man? Me and Mike D, To the Hard Way. You know, we done released Banging on Glass. We about to release our second single. Like, you know, we just trying to keep this synergy up. And, you know, me and Brittany got a lot of shit we doing too. You know what I'm saying? To represent the H from a male and a female standpoint. And, you know, it's some good music. It's some shit on there gonna make your neck hurt. And there's some shit on there gonna make you think, you know what I'm saying? And get some money too, like everything else. But I mean, you know, we're just trying to do everything we can do, man, because, you know, tomorrow not promised. So we trying to just do everything today, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Well, I really want to thank you for your time, for joining us today and letting me interview you. And can't wait to see and hear the music that you put out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be in there like soon. Yeah, man. You just watched my motherfucking interview. You feel me? The King of the Ghetto, Bars and Gay, drinking line. You know what I'm saying?